And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here. Joe Bowling with you in Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. And thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com and courtesy of BISD Channel 17 and the crew here in the stadium. We are set for the Porter Cowboys to take on the Pace Vikings, and what should be a good matchup here between a couple of teams that have a lot of good things to say about their football teams coming into this football game. Obviously, the Porter Cowboys come in having ended a 22-game losing streak with a victory last week over Port Isabel. The Pace Vikings on the road last week played in a tough match against the Sherryland Rattlers, and in that game it went to overtime. Before that one was decided, the Pace Vikings came up a little bit short on that end of the scoreboard. 12 minutes on the clock. They're taking some last-second preparations for this game. We'll have the opening kickoff after this. Do you need money? Then start a new career today. Do you want to make more money? Then call Southeast Contracting. Construction work of any kind at higher wages. Call today.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here, opening kickoff, and the Pace Vikings kick it off. Porter Cowboys will return it out across the 10-yard line to the 15-yard line, and then out to the about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Porter Cowboys will take over. 1st and 10 on a Thursday night here at Sam Stadium. First of what will be 3 games played here this weekend, as the stadium, again, is going to be jam-packed with football for the next 9 weeks in a row. And then if we get some playoff teams, who knows how long they'll keep this field rolling at the high school football level. Again, our assistants through the Brownsville School District providing us with the spot to broadcast the game. Our thanks to the crew and all the gang that helped us get all the wiring set up and the broadcast set for us to bring you this presentation of high school sports here on a Thursday. Running play for the Cowboys out across the 20-yard line to the 25, trying to get to the corner, out of bounds at the 32-yard line on a carry by Kevin Garcia. Garcia will be out of bounds, but that's good enough for a first down, most likely right at the yard mark. That would have been a first down, and they will move the chains for the Porter Cowboys here on their first carry from scrimmage. A nice job by Kevin Garcia getting to the outside. Cowboys up to the line. Garcia looks to the sideline. He'll run the show. Under center he goes on this first down play. Turns, hands the ball off. Running play right side out to the 35-yard line. Quick carry on that time. Stop made by Silver Macias, the senior linebacker for the Pace Vikings. First carry of the night for Ulysses Guzman, the senior tailback for the Cowboys. Just underway here in this first quarter of play. And a decent crowd filing in here for a Thursday night at Brownsville. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Garcia under center. Turns, hands the ball off. Another running play. Guzman to the right side. He's taken down. Did not get to turn the corner, thanks in part to Eric Borentius. The senior defensive back got in there to make that stop. And 3rd and long coming up for the Cowboys here on their first drive. "22-game losing streak, all gone. Forget about it. As far as the Porter Cowboys, new season, new outlook, and a lot of excitement for this football team after gaining that victory last week over the Port Isabel Tarpons. A team that some had said was going to be a really good football team this year. So that victory might be magnified depending on how the Tarpons do the rest of the year. There's a running play, and that goes nowhere as the Pace Vikings were all over that carry. Kevin Garcia called his own number but ends up losing a yard on the play. And so 4th down and punting time coming up for the Cowboys of Porter. On their first drive, it comes to an end. Oscar Garcia drops back in punt formation. Stands at his own 21-yard line. The Vikings will send one man back to return the punt back inside the 30. And that's Hector Salazar, the senior. Low snap. Punt is away. Salazar races over. He'll field it. He'll return it. Out across the 35 with a nice move to the 40. Salazar out to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will take over. Offense on the field for the first time. Back after this. Back here in the Pace Vikings offense on the field for the first time. 9:45 left here in this first quarter. Out of a shotgun formation, Vikings for the first time will run the offense, and they'll run the option, and that goes nowhere. Running play left side, ball carrier Matthew Cuellar, the junior, stopped immediately. Back here in the Pace Vikings on a second down play. Quarterback keeps it, hitting the backfield, got away from a man, now gains a few yards. Nice job by Brandon Zapata, the senior. Was hit in the backfield, looked like it was going to be a loss on the play for the Vikings, ends up being a 5-yard gain. Third down, 5 yards to go for the Vikings. First time their offense has been on the field here tonight. Wind blowing just a bit here. There was rain earlier today where I came from. It was up in the Port Mansfield area. Doesn't look like any rain's going to filter in tonight, but the wind is blowing a little bit in the face of the Vikings. More of a crosswind coming out of that end zone that they're facing right now. 3rd and 5. Zapata takes a snap, drops back, swings a pass right side. That's going to be complete and a first down for the Vikings. Elijah Solis on the catch. Gains enough to move the chains for the Vikings with 8:16 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Vikings were right there with the Sherryland Rattlers last week. Opportunity just missed for the Vikings. Out of a shotgun formation, Brandon Zapata lines him up. Wide receivers to either side of the field, keeps two backs in the backfield. In the slot is Juan Jimenez. Looks to run the ball to the right-hand side. Got a block, stiff arms a man, and takes on a tackler down inside the Porter 40 to about the 36-yard line. That's good enough for a 5-yard gain. Good strength that time shown by Zapata, who just took on the tackler. Won the battle, then run out of bounds. 7:49 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Vikings will substitute into the ball game. Here goes Carlos Polita into the game. Polito checks in. Checking out will be Jimenez. On this second down play. Zapata takes a snap. Running play right-hand side on the handoff. Spinning forward, gaining a couple more yards. Close to first down yardage on the carry by Dylan Barron. Be a little shy of the first down, so 3rd down and a yard coming up for the Pace Vikings. My wife Dahlia running the show here today. Mario Medrano will be back here tomorrow night. We'll be all over the place tomorrow night. Vikings with the football. Two receivers out to the left-hand side is Juan Jimenez and Elijah Solis line up out there. Zapata takes a snap. Hands it off. Running play off left tackle. That's enough for a first down inside the 30-yard line on a carry by Matthew Cuellar. And so this Pace Viking drive continues to move downfield. Spotted down at the 29-yard line of the Porter Cowboys. Clock running. We're already under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Porter took the opening kickoff. Did manage to get a first down, but then stalled on the drive. The Vikings have taken over. Carlos Polito back in the game. Lines up as a receiver left-hand side. Out to the right side is Solis. Brandon Zapata, the quarterback. Keeps it, looks to throw. Play action, has a man downfield behind everybody. Caught, touchdown, Pace Vikings. Elijah Solis reels it in for the score. .6:30 remaining here in the first quarter. The Pace Vikings on top. On that touchdown strike. And they'll now go for the extra point. Good play action that time by Zapata, and then waiting for Solis to free up behind the secondary. Put it right on the money on the delivery. And the touchdown results. Vikings for the extra point. Kicker comes in. It's up and away and good. Vikings on top, 7-0. Back after this on Real Sports Live and BISD.
Don't pass up the savings at Me Custom Furniture. Score big at Me Custom Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you. Is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Back here after the Pace Cowboys get on top of this ball game by the score of 7-0. It's the Porter Cowboys back on the football field, and they'll bring the offense back out. Porter did manage to get a first down on their first drive. And now they'll come back out here looking to see if they can move it downfield and answer the score by the Pace Vikings. Before the snap, we've got a penalty call against the Porter Cowboys. They'll move that ball back to 5 yards. First penalty of the night. Cowboys run the ball on the option. That's a pitch that's dropped, and then the fumble ball is going to be picked up by the Vikings and into the end zone for a touchdown for the Pace Vikings. On the option, the ball hit the ground. Vikings scoop it up into the end zone, and 6 points on the board. $13-0, just like that. As the ball came loose and the Vikings benefited, put it in the end zone for the score. Extra point coming up. Back in to do that duty is Giovanni Garcia. Garcia out of the hold of Elijah Solis. Bad snap. Solis races right-hand side, looking to throw the ball. Finally does in the end zone. That's picked off by the Porter Cowboys, and the extra point is no good. Pace Vikings on top, 13-0. Kickoff coming up after this.
It's a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here, and we have the Pace Vikings now on top by the score of 13-0 as the defense puts some points on the board, and now they'll kick off the ball. Porter Cowboys looking to return, already the third kickoff of the game. Cowboys return this from the right side to the 10 to the 15-yard line. A big hard hit there out to the 20-yard line. And that's where the Cowboys will take over, 1st and 10. Right after that fumble, you could see the offensive coordinator race over behind the team and start drawing up some things, and now they're relaying that to this offense before they make their way back on the field. A lot of times when a turnover occurs, what gets lost in the mix is whether the play was going to work or not. And if an offensive coordinator spots something, as in this case may have been the situation, they get that play out there, and they may run that again. Cowboys on a 1st down will run it, delay out across the 20 near the 25-yard line. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. Both bands on hand. They'll be entertaining the fans at halftime here at Sam's Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Shotgun formation for Garcia. Kevin Garcia takes a snap, going to run his own out across the 30-yard line. Bangs forward near the 32, which is close to 1st down yardage for the Porter Cowboys. Benito Laredo now checks in the ball game as a tailback. He'll replace Gabriel Gonzalez. Also checking in is Jose Saldana, a sophomore tailback into the game. Ulysses Guzman checks out. Meanwhile, from the sideline, Kevin Garcia brings in the play. Garcia to the troops, and here come the Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. It wasn't enough for a 1st down, so 1st and 10. Receivers either side of the field. Straight set, single back, and they'll hand it off to the deep back. Running play left side. That goes for about a yard, no more. Vikings were all over that play. First guy in to help make the stop was Giovanni Garcia. A 1-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Cowboys. Garcia brings him up to the line. Wide left is Matthew Sandoval. Quick snap, Garcia running. Hit in the backfield, spins away, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3 guys in there for the Pace Vikings. Back in on the play, Giovanni Garcia, also Jose Bonda in the game. 3rd and long coming up for the Cowboys, who are looking for something to build on a positive note. Garcia brings him up. 2 receivers right side, 2 left. Man in motion left to right is Sandoval. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, rushed out of the pocket, gets rid of the ball. It's incomplete. Pressure up the middle coming from Giovanni Garcia, who had a nice set of downs right there defensively for the Vikings. And punting time for the Porter Cowboys. Incomplete pass stops the clock. .343 left here in the first quarter of play. Oscar Garcia back in punt formation for the Cowboys. And before the punt, the whistle blows. The official is going to call some timeout. They'll call a sideline warning against the Pace Vikings. That will not be a penalty. That'll just be a warning. The next time it will be a 5-yard penalty. High snap. Punt is away. Takes a Cowboy roll and then jumps out of bounds. At the 32, that's where the Vikings take over. They lead. 3:37 left here in the first quarter. Back after this. We'll go ahead and keep it here tonight as far as our commercial break. We'll go ahead and keep it right here on this possession change. As the Pace Vikings have the football out at the 32-yard line. Those watching on the platforms out there, social media, YouTube, be sure you follow the link, subscribe to the channel. Those watching on Valley Central, thank you for tuning in on Valley Central football page, also here on Rio Sports Live. And again, in conjunction with the BISD crew that are assisting us in the broadcast. Great camera angles and, man, all part of this huge, impressive new scoreboard here at Sam's Stadium. Vikings up to the line of scrimmage. First down after the 5-yard penalty. Scored on their first drive. That's a high snap, and getting back to the ball is Zapata. Can't hang on to it yet. Finally does. Is dropped down at the 9-yard line. After the 5-yard penalty, now you tack on a ton of yards lost by the Vikings, and the Porter Cowboys can start to edge into some momentum change here and take over after falling down the 13 points here in the first quarter. High snap over the head of Zapata. No chance for him to get to it. Fortunately for the Vikings, snap is back, looking to throw over the middle for a screenplay. Got something going for the Vikings. On the run is Juan Jimenez. Makes a man miss at the 20. Still on his feet to the 25-yard line. There's a penalty flag on the play, so we'll sort that out. Penalty on the play, and the officials are talking it over with 2:36 left here in the first quarter of play. Vikings up to the line. Still third down, but now more realistic. Even though it's 16 yards to go, that's much better than when the ball was back inside the 10 for the Vikings. Zapata out of a shotgun. Going to run the option, keeps it himself up the middle. Is going to be hit and drugged down. Two guys in there on that stop for the Cowboys, Troy Perez and Manuel Garcia. And so the punting team for the Vikings will be in on the field. back in punt formation. Cowboys should get good field position out of this exchange. Viking punter inside his 20. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. A good snap. The punt is away. A booming kick. Porter will return this, and it's fumbled. That's a loose ball picked up by the Cowboys. They'll blow the play dead right at the 40-yard line. So they do get good field position. Cowboys take over. Back after this.
For 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here, Cowboys have the football as they start this drive. Best field position for the Cowboys, and a quick run for about 6 yards. Make it 7. Takes the ball out across the 47-yard line. If you're just joining us, the Pace Vikings went over the top on a pass play. Brandon Zapata to Elijah Solis. And then the defense picked up a fumble, ran it in the end zone for the touchdown. There's your points scored so far. Running play for the Cowboys. That goes for about a yard. Quick hitter Ulysses Guzman on the carry. Brought down by Javier Garcia. Cowboys still third down, just right at 2 yards remaining. If they can get to the midfield stripe, we'd have a measurement. Get past the 50 at all, they got a first down. Cowboys up to the line. Under center will be Garcia. Looks to the sideline. Full house backfield behind Garcia. Takes it, turns, hands it off. That is a carry right to the midfield stripe, and now we'll take a look. Like I said, if they got to the 50, they probably got the first down. They didn't get over it. They were going to measure. They did get just past it, so it's a first down for the Cowboys. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been the Vikings on the scoreboard with the lead. Cowboys on the march after this. Back after this on Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here, second quarter underway, and the Porter Cowboys on a first down will look to throw. Looking, Zapata has nowhere to get rid of the ball, finally just dumps it out of bounds. Incomplete pass. They were looking further down that right side for Benito Laredo as the intended receiver. But good coverage by the Vikings. Coming over to help was Hector Salazar from his safety position on that coverage. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. Up to the line is Garcia. Slings a pass, left-hand side, that's underthrown. That will be caught, though. Gain on the play of 6, third down coming up for the Cowboys of Porter. Other games tonight, McAllen's at Edinburgh North. There's a pass play for the Cowboys. That's over near the 41-yard line of the Pace Vikings. Receiver had to come back for the ball, so he'll be marked down at the just outside the 42. 4th down for Porter. And now you can take your chances here going for it on 4th and 2, or you can play the field position game and try to pin the Vikings deep in their own territory. In this case, they'll show as if they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 2 under center Garcia. He'll call a timeout. Play clock had got down to 1. They had to think it over. Still 4th and 2 when we return. Back after this.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombardi Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombardi's Tire, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombardi Tires. Yes, I said $20 tire.
Back here after the Porter Cowboys take a timeout, and again the decision was going to be keep the offense on the field and go for it here on 4th down or punt. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. They'll run the ball and drive forward inside the 40-yard line. And that'll be enough for a 1st down for the Cowboys as they gamble on 4th down and keep the drive alive. Tomorrow night here at Sam Stadium, a couple of Brownsville schools square off again as Brownsville Lopez will take on Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Here the Cowboys of Porter taking on the Pace Vikings. Porter looking for some offense here on this run. There's a big play across the 30-yard line, down to the 26-yard line, rumbling forward on that carry. Jose Saldana, and that's enough for a 1st down for the Cowboys. You can see the hole opened up in a big way for the Cowboys. And Saldana wasted no time getting downfield. Cowboys back up to the line. Garcia drops back, hands the ball off. Hitting the backfield this time and nowhere to go for Saldana. The ball comes out. Looked like the Cowboys got back on it. They never did blow that play dead, so that was a live football. Moves it back outside the 30, back to the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation for Kevin Garcia. Looks to throw, now hands it off on a delay, up the middle with some room, down the inside, to the left hand, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, how about to the house? Touchdown Cowboys, and that's Ulysses Guzman. Wow, did he make some moves after he made that first initial cut. And it all started with a great ball fake by the quarterback. Here you go, there's your ball fake, here's your move, and then down the left-hand side, and one last block to free up Guzman for the score. One of the Vikings gets shaken up on the play while they attend to him. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back with the extra point. Cowboys on the board. 8:45 left here in the half. Back after this.
Do you need money? Then start a new career today. Do you want to make more money? Then call Southeast Contracting. Construction work of any kind at higher wages. Call today.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling with you from Sam Stadium. The extra point is good for the Porter Cowboys. And with 8:45 to go here in the first half, Vikings and Cowboys now separated by a score. Thanks again to the Brownsville School District for assisting us in the broadcast with all the camera work. We're working on some audio issues on their side, I believe. Trying to get that back. We'll keep it right here as the Cowboys get set to kick it off. Again, tomorrow night here at Sam Stadium, Brownsville Lopez and Brownsville Veterans. On Saturday, Edinburgh is in town taking on Brownsville Rivera. Other games tonight, McAllen's at Edinburgh North, Mission Vets at PSJA Memorial. Tomorrow night, we're trying to get in action to have games from here, Harlingen, Los Fresnos, Edinburgh, Sherryland Pioneer, and PSJA. Working still to get to Donna, Rio Grande City, Valley View, La Jolla, McAllen. Kickoff, and the Vikings will return this out across the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Hesitation to the 25, now to the 30, and all the way out to the 34-yard line on a return by Carlos Polido. And that's where the Vikings will take over. Vikings scored early. Defense added to the point total. And now the Cowboys have responded to cut this lead to 6. Vikings offense on their last possession struggled thanks to a bad snap over the quarterback's head. They'll look to run the ball to the right-hand side and some room across the 40-yard line and out of bounds. Quick carry that time by Dylan Barron. And that should be enough. It is enough for a first down for the Vikings. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage are the Pace Vikings. Play clock still at 17. Zapata out of a shotgun formation, takes a snap. Hands it off and nothing there. About a yard gain. Quick carry again for Matthew Cuellar. Back in on the stop, Troy Perez. And also Luis Palacios in there. Palacios, a linebacker, a junior for the Porter Cowboys. Second and call it 8 for the Vikings with 8 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the first half. Vikings out of a shotgun formation. Zapata on a play action, looks to throw, looking downfield, rifles one in the sideline, incomplete. In the direction of John Arriaga, the big tight end. No chance for him to reel that in, and third down now for the Vikings, and you can sense this Porter Cowboy team, again, has a little momentum swing in their favor, and now with a stop, would have a chance to put the offense on the field, looking to take the lead with a score and an extra point. That's a lot of looking ahead. Right now we've got a third down play. 8 yards to go for the Vikings. Got to get it to the 47 of the Cowboys for a first down. Zapata, straight drop back, looks, swings, right side, incomplete. Big hit that time over on the right side. Pressure coming, and the intended receiver, Elijah Solis. Fourth down now coming up for the Vikings. Shotgun or a punt formation for the Vikings. And again, actually the Porter Cowboys, with any return at all here, would have good field position to start this drive. before the snap. The whistle blows. Delay a game against the Vikings. So 5 yards taxed against the Pace Vikings will add again to the Cowboys' chances of having good field position to start this drive. I see Gage DeVin down there, who's camera operator for Channel 4, getting some highlights. Also saw the Channel 5 guys here getting some highlights as well. Punt time for the Vikings. High snap. Good job of getting to that ball. Punt is away. Wobbly kick. Return from the 25 out to the 30 for the Cowboys. 35 now to the 40-yard line. Nice spin to the 45. Midfield down to the 48-yard line. Terrific return that time for the Cowboys. How about Gabriel Gonzalez? Gonzalez made a couple of spin moves, and I said it was looking good to get the good field position to start this drive, but that by Gonzalez makes it great field position. All the way down to the Viking 48-yard line. That's where the Cowboys will take over on the drive. Kevin Garcia brings him up to the line on a first down play for the Cowboys. Garcia going to run on his own. Takes it left-hand side. Got a block. Got down to the 40-yard line. Drives forward. That's a 9-yard gain on first down. Kevin Garcia just ducked his head, ran behind the left side, and that offensive line was moving the Vikings backwards. Ball spotted down just outside the 40. Second down, call it 2 yards to go for the Cowboys of Porter. Under 7 minutes to go here in this first half. Cowboys up to the line. Garcia out of a shotgun. Hands it off this time right up the middle with room. Running through some tacklers into the secondary and down to the 26-yard line is Ulysses Guzman. Guzman already has a touchdown here today. And how about this? Look at this running right up the middle. There's a wide open hole. Guzman, those are safeties making that stop for the Vikings. First down for the Cowboys, and this offense has come to life. Like I said, the offensive coordinator raced over on that turnover that resulted in the touchdown for the Vikings. They drew up some things in a hurry for this Cowboy team, and since then the offense has been moving the ball. Running play this time goes for nothing for Garcia. Tried to string it to the outside. Over there was Sebastian Salazar. Salazar, a senior linebacker, drifted down the line, prevented Garcia from turning upfield. No gain on the play. Second down 10 coming up for the Porter Cowboys. Cowboys are the home team tonight here at Sam Stadium. Pace will call this place home several times before the season's over. Garcia hands it off. In the backfield, nothing doing. Knifing through was Javier Garcia. And you can see here, Salazar had nowhere to go as Garcia was waiting for him. That's before he ever turned upfield. And a loss on the play of a couple makes it 3rd and 12 for the Cowboys. Wind pretty much non-existent now. It unfurls the flag just a bit. But for the most part, it's not going to come into play. Cowboys would like to get a little further downfield. Garcia picks up a great block. Now he's got a lot of room. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, diving to the pylon. Porter Cowboys tie the game up. Kevin Garcia to the house. That's a 27-yard touchdown run. They were coming up the middle. Watch this. Coming up the middle. Look at the blocking. Pick it all up. And from there, Garcia, eyes wide open, and nobody down that right-hand side. Everybody chasing, but they're all coming from the middle of the field further away. And then the added extra diving into the end zone for Garcia. Extra point coming up for the Cowboys, looking to take the lead. Good snap, ball down, kick up. See you later. That's good. Cowboys answer up 14-13. Kickoff after this. Back here, Porter Cowboys fell in a 13-point hole out of the gate as the Pace Vikings scored the first touchdown of the game, and then the defense forced a turnover, picked it up, ran it in for 6 points. And in the first quarter, it was a 13-0 game. Since then, the Cowboys offense has found another gear. Defense has stepped up, and the Cowboys now have the lead with 4:54 remaining here in the first half. Kickoff time for Oscar Garcia. Booms it away. Back inside the 5. Vikings drop it, pick it back up. Now drop it again. Ball still loose at the 5. And nowhere to go. Brought down back at the 3-yard line. They may give forward progress out to the 4, but the Vikings will be starting deep in their own territory to start this drive. One of the Vikings is shaken up a bit. Nowhere to go on that return. As they attend to that young man, we'll take a quick break. Back after this. Vikings take over within the shadows of their own end zone. After this.
At Me Custom Furniture. Score big at Me Custom Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Back here, Sam Stadium on a Thursday night, second week of high school football season, 2018 style, and from Brownsville, where action's happening every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, my friends, and sometimes twice on Saturdays. We're back at you here. Brownsville Porter taking on Pace. The Pace Vikings have to be a little cautious here. They'll still run out of a shotgun, take the snap in their own end zone. Look to run, quarterback keeper with some room out across the 10-yard line. That'll give a little breathing room to the Pace Vikings on a carry by Brendan Zapata. Zapata, you can see him take that snap. Every yard gained here is critical for the Pace Vikings anytime you start a drive that deep in your territory. Zapata sends 2 receivers left, single receiver right-hand side on this second down play. Out across the 10, that's short of first down yardage for the Vikings. Third down coming up. Alberto Rangel got credit for the tackle that time for the Porter Cowboys. And now the Vikings will need to gain 3 to keep this drive alive. Zapata takes a snap. Driving forward, second effort will get enough, it looks like, for a first down for the Vikings. Ball carrier was Dylan Barron, and it is enough. First down, Vikings. Watch Barron. He's going to be hit behind the line. That's driving through a tackler, and then a second and third. By that time, he had stretched forward to get that first down yards. Barron on the carry. Vikings, who did move the ball their first time they had the offense on the field. Now with a new set of downs, Zapata. Good job reeling in that snap. Right-hand side now throws over the middle, and it is nearly intercepted, dropped. Juan Velazquez will see that, and there's a penalty after that. But Velazquez will be seeing that in his dreams. Playing center field back there in a safety spot. Here comes the call by the official. It'll be against the Porter Cowboy. Look at this. Velazquez tipped that ball and just had an opportunity. Out of frustration, he spiked the ball down, and that's what the officials called the penalty against. Second down for the Pace Vikings. I know they called a penalty. It must have been a sideline infraction. That was a warning, so no penalty. Second down play for the Vikings. Quarterback keeper, Zapata running hard out across the 25-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. Depending on the spot. On the replay, Zapata had a good head of steam as he got to the line. Once he got to that 25, that should have been enough for a first down. It is. 2:36 remaining here in the first half. Brownsville teams last week. Hannah made the big statement, knocking off Memorial. They're in a big-time war tomorrow night. On the road, Edinburgh-Vella. On first down, Zapata has a ton of room up the middle. Gonna run. Gonna gain some ground. Out across the 35. Beats a tackler there. Fumbles the ball. It goes out of bounds. Look out, coach. It'll remain Viking football. And that's enough for a first down for the Vikings. Let's see if they get the replay on that one. Here it comes, Zapata. Now nothing doing. We'll have the replay for you, my friends, a little bit later on. We'll have a full run of highlight reels for you here on Real Sports Live from this game and all of our games we're broadcasting. First down play for the Vikings. Pass play, Zapata. Nice protection over the middle, underthrown, incomplete. The blocking up front, give credit to those guys. Rafael Recio, Gustavo Urbia, Julio Hernandez, all doing their job on that play. There was plenty of time to deliver a pass downfield for Brendan Zapata, but coverage in the secondary by the Porter Cowboys. And an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for Zapata and the Pace Vikings. Looks to run up the middle on a delay. Nice move. Midfield and more to the 45. Down to the 44-yard line. 16-yard gain for Brandon Zapata. And the Vikings drive stays alive. Here's the play. And not this time. We'll get it next time. First down play for the Vikings. Out of a shotgun, Brandon Zapata. Good snap, looks to throw. Looking right side all the way. Nice job delivering that one to Solis. That's a first down. Solis steps out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain. Great route that time by Elijah Solis, and right on the money on the delivery by Zapata. First down, Vikings. The big games coming up this weekend, probably the biggest one of all, is that game at Edinburgh-Vella tomorrow night, Hannah. In the region, the biggest game remains Saturday. Laredo United, who knocked off San Antonio Wagner last week, taking on Harlingen, who just manhandled Sherryland Pioneer. Running play, right-hand side. Another first down for the Vikings, and a lot of yards gained by Dylan Barron. So tomorrow night will be perhaps the statement game as to who the best team right now out of the gate is in teams that have played one another from right here in the RGV. On Saturday will be the bigger statement game made by teams in the region as Laredo and the RGV end up battling each other in playoff rounds to eventually head out to San Antonio. But if Harlingen can knock off Laredo United South, well, then they can start gearing up for a bragging rights situation in which they have beaten a team that's already taken down one of the San Antonio teams. And then next Friday, Harlingen at home against Converse Judson. So there's a lot of things in play here on some of the games coming up. Other games in the Rio Grande Valley tomorrow, PSJA Southwest at Donna. La Feria and Santa Rosa square off in a big battle. La Feria turned some eyes last week when they knocked off Raymondville. Santa Rosa also looked pretty good in their first game of the year. Lyford's at Hidalgo. A lot of excitement in Lyford after week one. First down play for the Vikings with 1:33 to go. Quick pass on the left side. That's incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:30 left. Economides, who got a win last week, taking on Corpus Christi Moody. That'll be a good ball game. That's on the road at Moody. San Benito back on the road. They'll try to get back on track after dropping one last week. That was one of our broadcast games. Greyhounds will be at Victoria West. Harlingen South at home for a first time, taking on PSJA North. Second down play. Running play for Zapata. Takes it down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Not enough for a first down for the Vikings. On the replay, you can see the run. Good camera work that time by the crew here at Brownsville at Sam Stadium. And they, like me, like Harlingen, like Sherryland, like several of the stadiums I have been at over the last 3 weeks, were wishing there was about 3 weeks more before high school football season got underway. Putting this new scoreboard to work, and then all of the new equipment that's up here in this press box. Having been here, now going on for, well, let's call it right, 9 years ago I was streaming games from here in Sam Stadium on our Listen Live programs. And then in the days with Valley Central, streaming some games from here. The press box at Armando Garza, Eladio Jaimez, and Dave Favia, and I always bragged about coming down to, hey, where are you going tonight? I'll be at Sam's. Good. It's a good place to go eat. Well, now it's all equipment, and it's an impressive sight to see all of the stuff that they have here in place to assist in the games. 1:18 left here in the half. As far as food goes, I'm going to make a beeline down for some popcorn. I've already saw a couple of guys walking around with popcorn. We're going to get some before this is said and done. While the bands are playing. 1:21 to go. Vikings on a second down play. Quick snap to Brandon Zapata. Swings it out to the right-hand side. Completed pass to the 10, down to the 5, down to about the 2-yard line. That's enough for a first and goal coming up. The tackle made by Juan Velazquez, and that prevented a touchdown. As you can see here, out of the backfield, this is Dylan Barron. Velazquez, the last guy there, met him head on. First and goal. Pace Vikings with 1:08 left here in the half. Barron will check out of the game. Multiple substitutes in the game. They'll bring in some bigger linemen for the Pace Vikings. Zapata out of a shotgun on 1st and goal. Going to call his own number. Running right-hand side. Spins forward. Is in for the touchdown for the Vikings. 44 seconds left in the half. Vikings back on top. Zapata calls his own number and then drives forward through that would-be tackler for the score. 44 seconds left here in the half. And that's an important score for the Pace Vikings because you look forward to the second half and they'll get the ball to start the second half of play. Methodical drive downfield, and how about the poise shown by the Vikings after giving up those back-to-back scores to the Cowboys. High snap on the extra point, kick is away, and it's into the band for the Vikings. It's good. Vikings up 6. Kickoff after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts!
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Pace Vikings will be kicking off the ball, and the score 20-14. They're back on top. Up the middle, the ball squibs, fielded quickly by the Cowboys. Out across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Porter Cowboys. Now let's see if they get creative here with 38 seconds left in the half. Down 6, knowing the Pace Vikings will get the ball to start the second half. On the return, you can see that. That's just spinning backwards blindly. Benito Laredo on that return. Cowboys up to the line. Kevin Garcia, empty backfield, 5 receivers set, 3 left, 2 right. Fakes a handoff, running play, and that goes nowhere. Lots of receivers. Garcia called his own number. Vikings there to cover that in a hurry. You can see here, Garcia, he was looking for some lead blockers out there, but there was pursuit from behind. No time to even get to those blockers by the time he was brought down. Second down play for the Vikings, or for the Cowboys, that is. Garcia out of a shotgun. Twin receivers left and right. Hands it off on a draw play. Up the middle, nothing doing. Tackle made that time by the Vikings, Javier Garcia, and that takes us to the halftime break. Pace took the lead early. Porter took the lead of their own. Vikings regained the lead, 20-14 at the half. Halftime. We'll be back after this.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombardi Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombardi's Tire, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombardi Tires. Yes, I said $20 tire.
Pace Vikings band and dancers all out getting ready for their performance. Right now it's the dance crew out there. We'll let them entertain you as we are at halftime with the Vikings on top of the Cowboys, 20-14. I'm Joe Bowling for RealSportsLive.com. Back after this. Back here in the Porter Cowboys, band has wrapped up things. 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Vikings already ready to run out of the tunnel. Cowboys making their way over towards their tunnel. Second half kickoff coming up after this on RealSportsLive.com in conjunction with KBS ID, ITV, and the Porter AV Technology students. We'll be back after this.
Do you need money? Then start a new career today. Do you want to make more money? Then call Southeast Contracting. Construction work of any kind at higher wages. Call today.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Don't pass up the savings at Me Custom Furniture. Score big at Me Custom Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Back here at Sam Stadium on a Thursday night as we get set for the second half between the Pace Vikings and the Porter Cowboys. And thanks again for joining us for the broadcast. We are located at Sam Stadium. It is Brownsville, Texas. Our thanks to KBSD, ITV, and the Porter AV Technology students who are assisting us in our broadcast here tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll be right back here at Sam Stadium. Yours truly will be one of two places. I'll either be at Los Fresnos. I promised Ronnie Zamora I'd try to get over there. Harlingen, Texas also, with the availability not being ready, they'll need a broadcaster as well. Vikings on the kickoff return to start the second half, out across the 28 to the 29-yard line. And that's where they'll start this second half of play. Now, running down your scoring, the Vikings jumped out on top. It was a Brendan Zapata to Elijah Solis touchdown strike through the air. Got things going. After the ensuing kickoff on the first play from scrimmage, the Porter Cowboys fumbled the football. It was scooped up by a defender, run into the end zone. Extra point was no good, but the Vikings led 13-0 in the first quarter of play. Porter got on the board with an Ulysses Guzman carry and also another run by Kevin Garcia. Vikings scored late in the first half to regain the lead. A running play here on first down takes it out across the 32-yard line. Second down coming up for the Vikings. Both bands performing out here at halftime. Always doing a terrific job here at Sam Stadium. Vikings, 3-receiver set. Single back in the backfield on second down. And they'll look to run the ball to the left-hand side with some room out across the 39-yard line near the 40. On a carry by Dylan Barron. And that should be enough for a first down for the Vikings. It is. Barron running hard. New set of downs for the Vikings on this opening drive. 2 receivers right side, another receiver out to the left on this first down play. They'll run it, but that goes nowhere. Getting in the backfield was big number 55, Luis Armendariz, the defensive end for the Porter Cowboys. And he blows that play up as Barron had nowhere to go on the carry. Here's your replay, and watch this. Nobody got to him, untouched, and then help for the Porter Cowboys defensively to make that stop. Loss on the play of a yard. Second down and 11 coming up for the Vikings. Line up wide receiver Carlos Polito to the left-hand side. Another receiver out to the right side for Zapata, the quarterback. Takes a snap, hands the ball off, running room up the middle, and a lot of room, and off to the races. It's Barron. Inside the 30 to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Barron on the carry. Moves the chains in a big way, about a 40-yard run. $9:55 to go here in the third quarter. Watch this hole open up for Barron, coming right at you into the secondary. Good speed that time by Oscar Garcia. That's a touchdown-saving tackle. Terrific carry that time for the Vikings. Set up shop in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20 of the Cowboys. Zapata keeps the ball himself. Bounces to the outside on the left. Got a little room. Gets a couple yards and then gets out of bounds. Chased out there by Jose Charles. Gain on the play of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Vikings. That up front offensive line for the Vikings opening up some huge holes. None bigger than that was just run by Dylan Barron, the junior. Second down play for Zapata. Takes a snap, hands the ball off. It's Barron running right side. Hit, drives forward, gets down to the 10-yard line. Mark Paz there, the junior, to make the initial stop. Third down after a gain of 4. Call it 3rd and just over 2 for the Vikings. Other games tomorrow night. Zapata's at Rio Hondo. Juarez Lincoln at Sherryland Pioneer. Mission at home takes on Donna North, and Mission Eagles will be trying to go 2-0. St. Joseph on the road at Progreso. Third down play. High snap. Here comes Zapata running left-hand side. Got a block, turns the corner, rolls forward. Got a first down for the Vikings. 1st and goal coming up for the Pace Vikings on this opening drive of the second half. Roma is on the road at La Jolla tomorrow night. Laredo Alexander in town to take on Westaco East. That's at Westaco. McAllen Rowe at Mercedes. We saw Mercedes earlier already. We had a broadcast of their game last week against Edinburgh North. We'll see the Mercedes Tigers in action again. Yours truly will be there for the annual war with Ed Calchelsa. Running play, right side. Barron hit from behind, drives forward, ran through a tackle to the 5. Second down coming up. That was Juan Fuentes for the Porter Cowboys, who just kind of reached out while he was being blocked. hung on. He didn't necessarily stop Barron, but he slowed him down enough for help to come over for the Cowboys to make that stop. 2nd and goal. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver right for the Vikings. Zapata out of a shotgun. Brandon waits for the snap, takes it, turns, keeps it himself, reads it to the left-hand side, race to the end zone, touchdown Vikings. Brandon Zapata to the house. Vikings go back up 2 scores. Blocking sealed off. You can see it, everything happening at the line. And once he bounces it outside, no containment there. And Brandon Zapata in the end zone for the Vikings. 26-14 game. Extra point coming up for the Vikings. As Giovanni Garcia in for the extra tally. Kick is away and good. Vikings score on the opening drive of the second half. They're up 27-14. Back after this on Real Sports Live in conjunction with KBSD, ITV, and the Porter AV Technology students from Sam Stadium.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times. Celebrating every triumph. And lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back, and here come the Porter Cowboys on the kickoff return, out across the 30-yard line to the 34-yard line. And that's where they'll take over, 1st and 10. First time their offense gets on the field here in this second half of play. Next week, Pace is right back here at home. They'll be playing on a Thursday game again against Donna. Porter is on the road. They're at La Jolla on Friday. Cowboys on a first down play. They'll run it right up the middle. Quarterback bounces to the outside, slips and falls just as he gets ready to turn the corner. And there was room that time for signal caller Kevin Garcia. He gets up limping a bit after that play. And he'll head to the sideline and will check out of the game. Enter Brandon Retta, listed as a sophomore, and he'll enter and go in a shotgun formation and take over the quarterback spot for the Porter Cowboys. Hands the ball off, running play right side, and that goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of a half a yard on a carry by Ulysses Guzman. But quickly, 3rd down for the Porter Cowboys. Retta stays in the ball game at the quarterback for the Cowboys. We're already down to just shy of the 6-minute mark here, of the third quarter. Retta out of a shotgun, takes a snap. They blow the play dead. Here come the penalty flags. That'll blow it dead. Now sort it out. One of these teams is going to start the season 1-0 in district play, as this does start district play in District 16 5A. Porter Cowboys looking for a victory that will take them 2-0 out of the gate. And you got to go back years to find a 2-0 start for the Porter Cowboys, my friends. That's how important a win for them would be here today. Pass play over the middle, incomplete. Back in the game was Kevin Garcia. Had a big target out there. The intended receiver, Manuel Sandoval, senior wideout. But over his arms, an incomplete pass. Punting time for the Cowboys. Back to return the kick for the Pace Vikings is Hector Salazar. He'll stand inside his 30. Back in punt formation, Oscar Garcia for Porter. Garcia gets into it. Returnable, and here comes Salazar. Makes a move at the 35, now to the 40, out across the 45, midfield stripe. Salazar down at the 46-yard line of the Porter Cowboys. Hector Salazar on the return. Watches Salazar here on the replay. Waits for the blockers to set up that initial wall. Now it's all Salazar. Ran through that tackler, but again, you wait that extra second. There are times you can take that on the dead run and take it right upfield. Other times it is best to do that right there as a return man. Wait for a couple of blocks, then make your move forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings on this drive. They'll start it from their own, or check that, the Porter 47. On a first down play. Zapata hands the ball off, up the middle, spinning forward inside the 45 to the 44 goes Matthew Cuellar. Brought down on the play among the tacklers was Mark Paz for the Porter Cowboys. Second down and 6 coming up for the Pace Vikings. Shotgun formation for Brandon Zapata. He's been the quarterback throughout the night. His team up a couple of scores. On second down. Running play, and here comes Cuellar again. Up the middle. Falls forward for what is going to be close to first down yardage. Just shy by about a half a yard. Third down coming up. Clock running with 4:40 remaining here in the third quarter. My wife, Dahlia, is not running the camera tonight. She's running the show. Keeping things in check. The camera operations are being done by the Porter AV Technology students, and a great job as they continue to showcase their skills here at Sam Stadium. Running play, and there's Cuellar. He got a first down. Inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line for the Pace Vikings. As for Rio Sports, we picked up a couple of interns from TSTC this week that started in on some graphics today. Desiree and Star joining in on the mix. Lots of openings for us to grow at Rio Sports Live. First down play for the Vikings. Running play and up over the 30-yard line. Down to about the 29. Matthew Cuellar again on the carry. And this Viking team just methodically now mowing downfield. You can see here Cuellar. By the time he was touched, he was already 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, which is a credit to those linemen that I talked about earlier. Jeffrey Burton at right guard. Gustavo Urbia at center. Left guard, Julio Hernandez. Zapata takes a snap. It's a high snap. Going to keep it himself. Bounces it left-hand side. Got a block. Turns it upfield. Inside the 15-yard line. Upended right there. He'll actually be brought down just shy of the 15. But hard running that time by Brandon Zapata. That play resembles the play they scored the touchdown on their last drive. Here it comes. To that left side. running through a tackle, and then again, another tackle made by Oscar Garcia. And when your defensive backs and the safeties are making those tackles, you know there's some stuff going on up front. The offensive line's winning the battle. Up the middle, Cuellar. Short yards gained on that first down play. Second down coming up. Tomorrow night, Los Fresnos is at home, taking on Austin LBJ. Raymondville's at home for the first time on the season. They'll be taking on Gruya. Now, we'll be at Raymondville as early as week 4, I believe, is where yours truly will make the trip to Raymondville. I'll check that schedule here in a moment. Second down play. Zapata keeps it himself. Gains a couple yards, no more, and third down coming up for the Vikings. Yeah, Raymondville at Brownsville St. Joseph. I kind of circled that one as one of the games I may be attending on week 4. There's some other big games that week as well. Vikings with the ball. Third down play. Call it 6 yards to go. That's a bad snap. Zapata tries to get to it. That's a loose ball picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll recover it. Turnover, Cowboy defense makes a play. Recovering the football, Jose Charles, and watch this. This is not a fault of a quarterback if they show this replay. That's already under his hands and on the ground. And then Charles went for the ball first. A lot of guys will try to run up there and scoop that ball and run with it. Charles elected to dive for the football, made the recovery first. That's what you preach to your defensive personnel. Get the ball. That's the most important part. If you can score, great, but get the ball, make the possession change. Cowboys trying to now score off of that, looking for some production. Garcia lifts the ball downfield, got a man, incomplete pass. Just underthrown. Christopher Cardenas, the wide receiver, had cleared, but heavy pressure to Kevin Garcia. He couldn't fully extend to deliver that ball downfield. Otherwise, that would have been a huge play for the Porter Cowboys. Stops the clock with 1:05 left here in the third quarter. We saw the Cowboys climb back from a 2-score deficit. There was that pass play, and again, that was Cardenas. Had Garcia had any time at all to deliver that ball, he could have put air under it, and Cardenas could have run forever. They did blow a flag and a penalty against the Porter Cowboys, drops them back 5 yards. Still first down, call it 15 to go. Garcia takes a snap, hands the ball off. Nowhere to go for Guzman. Pause in there again for the, check that, that's Jay Gomez in there for the Pace Vikings. No gain, brings up 2nd and 15 for the Cowboys. Garcia with a new play from the sideline. Crowd stuck around for this one. Vikings, the visitors tonight here at Sam Stadium. Next week, they'll be the home team. There's a running play right up the middle. A lot of room for the Cowboys, dancing out to the 30-yard line. Another good carry by Jose Saldana, a sophomore tailback, just right up the middle for that gain. That should take us to the fourth quarter of play. That was a quick third. Pace Vikings on the board. They got the only points of the second half. They're up 13. Back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com and the assistants in Sam Stadium tonight, KBSD, ITV, and the Porter AV Technology students. Again, a big thank you to Brownsville school districts across the board for allowing us to do the broadcast, not of just the football games, but of all the games, the volleyball games, the basketball games, soccer games, softball, baseball, all coming up throughout the year. Third down play for the Cowboys. First play of the fourth quarter. That's enough for a first down. Running right to the right side, Kevin Garcia. You can see here, Garcia, look at the blocking there, opening it up. Already well beyond what was needed for a first down as he's brought down at the 39 of the Cowboys. Cowboys have come from behind once in this ball game when they were down 2 scores. Now the clock will start to be a factor, though, if they have to take a lot off the time. A lot of room this time and up the middle, across the midfield stripe. Another first down for the Cowboys on a carry by Jose Saldana. Saldana, that's a safety making a stop. And then the last guy over to help was Alan Perez, a defensive back as well. Quickly up to the line. Cowboys now in a hurry-up offense. Double wing formation. Wide receiver left side. Garcia hands it off. Running play up the middle. This is stopped after a couple yards gain. Saldana on the carry. Gains 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. So the Cowboys are kind of toying with the momentum here as far as fast forward and then going back to the traditional huddle. Back to a double wing set here. Receivers either side of the field. Garcia wants to pass. Has a man, incomplete. Jumping the route was Hector Salazar defensively. Nearly got his hands on the ball. And then behind that, Mark Paz, the receiver, had he caught it, there was really no coverage beyond that. So what would have been a big play for either side ends up being an incomplete pass. Third down for the Cowboys. This isn't desperation time, but they do need a score rather early here in this fourth quarter of play. Garcia on third down. Hands the ball off, running hard across the 43, down near the 42-yard line. Now decision time for the Cowboys. Saldana on the carry, fourth down and just over 3 yards to go for a first down. Might as well call it 4. That ball is outside the 43. And they'll have to get to the 39. Will they take a snap here? Not certain. Still 18 on the play clock. Garcia takes a snap. Fourth down play. Pass play. Left-hand side. That's caught. And that's enough for a first down. Christopher Cardenas on the catch. Garcia delivers on the money on a fourth down play. The drive stays alive for the Porter Cowboys. Look at this pass, right on the money. That's a timing pass. Receiver runs right to where he needs to be. Cardenas just did not cross that first down line. Garcia running play up the middle. Dragged down, an awkward turn there as he gets brought down at the 34. That's a gain of 4 strong yards for the Porter Cowboys. And I like what I'm seeing here from Porter. This isn't, like I said, it's not a desperation time. You're down 2 scores. Fourth quarter underway. They're not throwing the playbook out. They're just going downfield, still operating their offense, knowing they need to score, stop, and then you can put the offense on the field and see how much time you have left if it comes into play. Speaking of time on the play, timeout. Cowboys want to talk it over. 9:10 left here in the ball game. Vikings on top. Back after this.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombardi Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombardi's Tire, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombardi Tires. Yes, I said $20 tires. Do you need money? Then start a new career today. Do you want to make more money? Then call Southeast Contracting. Construction work of any kind at higher wages. Call today.
Back here, flea flicker, and here come the Cowboys on the run across the 30-yard line inside the 30 to the 27. Ball carrier Matthew Sandoval. Now we'll sort it out. Looks like a penalty was thrown on that play. It is, and it's back in the area that would be a hold against the Cowboys. So take away what would have been first down yardage. That's a block below the knees. Big penalty coming up against the Cowboys. The drive was moving downfield. It was going to be 1st and 10 at the 27. It'll now be 2nd down. And here goes the little jog for the official, 15 yards back, all the way out to the 49-yard line of the Pace Vikings. 2nd down for the Cowboys. That's a drive killer right there. Realistically, the Cowboys would need to gain maybe 8 to 10 yards on this down, same thing on the next down, and then see what happens on 4th. Garcia looks to throw. Rush throws the ball, has a man on a curl route out to the 40-yard line. Football comes loose. Looks like the Vikings may have recovered, and they do. Vikings get the fumble recovery, and it all started on a big hit. Here it comes. Receiver made a nice move there after he catches it, but then here comes the hit. Bang, and the ball comes loose. Vikings take over. They're up 13 back after this.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here, Pace Vikings on a strike down the left-hand side. 6 points on the board. A pass to Jalen Garcia, and it's in the end zone. A one-play drive, and the Vikings go up 33-14. Garcia broke free down the left side. We'll get the replay on this, I'm certain of that. Unless they took them by surprise as they did us, coming out of the commercial break into a quick play. Vikings draw up the big play, put 6 points on the board. Extra point coming up. Again, you go back to a 15-yard penalty against the Porter Cowboys on that last drive. They would have had 1st and 10 at the 27. Instead, they got marched back to near the midfield stripe. Ran a pass play. Gained some positive yards. Coughed the football up. Vikings take over. One play later. 6 points on the board. Extra point coming up. Giovanni Garcia, the kicker. Good placement. Ball down. Up, away, good. Vikings on top. 34-14. Cowboys take over. 8:26 left in this one. Back after this.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Back here at Sam Stadium on a Thursday night in Brownsville, Texas, and the Pace Vikings showing some promise here this season out of the gate. Week 1, they went on the road to Sherryland, played to overtime before falling to the Sherryland Rattlers. Here tonight at Sam Stadium, they're the visiting team, but this is still their home field. At least for 5 weeks it is. Showcasing some offense and producing defensively, forcing some turnovers against the Porter Cowboys. Up 20 with 8:26 left here in this ball game. Vikings will be kicking off. Cowboys expecting a short kick here. Everything has been thus far in this game from the Vikings. This time a deeper kick, but fielded inside the 20. Back across there quickly to the 30. Now to the 35, 37-yard line. That football stays there. And after the return by Christopher Cardenas, the Cowboys bring the offense on the field. And now they may have to go with a little more urgency on moving the ball downfield and go a little more vertical for the Porter Cowboys. Here comes the return. Cardenas. That blocking away from the ball. Big time hitting going on. Don't think these kick return guys, when they're setting up those walls, don't get their chances at delivering some hits. First down play for the Cowboys. They'll look to swing a pass right side. It's going to be caught. Yards after the catch out across the 40 to the 42-yard line by Matthew Sandoval. 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Now the fast-paced offense of the Cowboys goes to work. Sandoval that time caught that one. By the time they get that replay off the board, we're ready to take the snap. Here it is. Garcia running, jumps over a man, then gets thrown backwards. Gained a yard. That was all through the air. And then meeting him, catching him, and dropping him was Sebastian Salazar. 3rd down for the Cowboys. That time, Kevin Garcia, when he goes back and reviews that play on film, will say, maybe I should have run and sidestepped that blocker that had fallen in front of me. Once you go airborne as a ball carrier, you are defenseless to whatever waits you as you land on the ground. 3rd down play. Garcia going to keep it himself, running right side. Dropped. That's short of 1st down yardage. Tackle made by Javier Garcia, the senior defensive lineman. And it's 4th and 2. You can see Garcia coming right here, fighting off the block and then making the tackle. Before Kevin Garcia could get upfield. 4th down. Here come the Cowboys out of the huddle. 17 on the play clock. Full house backfield. Out of a shotgun formation. Garcia takes it, keeps it himself, tries forward, gets thrown forward for a 1st down. Tackle made by Jonathan Perez, who's a senior. Perez listed as a kicker, by the way, made that tackle. 1st down for Porter. Clock running with 6:30 remaining here in the ball game. On a 1st down play. Garcia takes a snap, looks, fires it, a high pass. Ooh, big hit. Incomplete pass in the direction of Matthew Sandoval. Coming over to make that hit was Alan Perez. That's one of those on a high delivery. That receiver is at the mercy of just how hard does the defender want to deliver the hit. 2nd down and 10. Garcia ready. Takes it, drops back. Penalty flags all over the place. Throws it downfield. It's going to be picked off. They blow it dead, though. That'll be a false start on the Cowboys. 5-yard penalty. Hector Salazar back there says, hey, keep it going. I picked that ball off. I'm ready to run. But because they blew the play dead, then it's against the offense. We'll come back. Either way, Salazar was not going to get to return that ball. Had a bit against the defense, even if he would have returned it to a touchdown. We would have stopped play. Second down, 15 yards to go for the Porter Cowboys. 6:06 remaining here in the game. 2 receivers right side, single receiver to the left-hand side, single back in the backfield on this second down play. Pressure, Garcia delivers the ball downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Back there to make the play was Alan Perez again. Intended receiver was Manuel Sandoval, and wow, did Kevin Garcia take a hit. Look at the hit Garcia's going to get. Boom, and then the ball goes downfield. For Garcia, give him big-time credit just getting rid of that football into a position where Sandoval had a chance to make the play. Now, Perez was there equally with a chance to make a play for the Vikings. Nonetheless, incomplete pass, third down. Garcia out of a shotgun. Here comes the blitz. They pick that up. Deep drop, sets up a screen pass, and that goes nowhere as Giovanni Garcia blows that screenplay up. Garcia wasn't fooled a bit. Watch this. You can see him fighting off a blocker, and then releasing and making the tackle. Fourth down play, punting time for the Porter Cowboys. Back to return the kick is Hector Salazar. Oscar Garcia in punt formation. Snap is a good one. They get the kick away. Away from the return man and goes out of bounds right at the 30. That's where the Vikings take over. We'll take a quick break. 5:09 left in this one. Back after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier.
Porter Cowboys on first down. Run the ball right up the middle. Out across the 38 to the 30, about the 38.5-yard line. Running play right up central. Didn't look like there was anything there. Then a nice cutback. Opened up the extra yards. Sometimes it's all about the ball carrier, my friends. Other times it's all about the blocking. Second down play. Running play for the Vikings, left-hand side across the 45 to the 47-yard line on that carry. Carlos Ortiz, the senior. And watch Ortiz. Jukes it outside and then turns it upfield. First down for the Vikings. Shotgun formation. Vikings run it again, right up the middle, into Porter territory on a carry by Matthew Cuellar. He'll gain 5. Clock stops with 3:38 to go as one of the Vikings is down for just a bit. While they attend to that young man, we'll be back. This is Real Sports Live in conjunction with KBSD, ITV, and the Porter AV Technology students.
We're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Porter Cowboys offense on the field. One of the Vikings shaking up just a bit. Alejandro Vela off on his own power. Looks like he'll be okay. Meanwhile, it is the Pace Vikings offense on the field. 2nd down and 4. Keeping it on the ground. New tailback in the game. Carlos Ortiz has some room. Ortiz will get enough for a first down for the Vikings. And it appears at the end of the night, these two teams will be walking up the field with identical records of 1-1. Difference being the lone tally in the one department for the Vikings is in district play. This running play goes nowhere. Again, non-district games, 1 for these teams, and then off into district play they go. Next week, Porter takes on Palmview. That's on the road. Pace right back here a week from tonight against Donna. Mission Veterans taking on Brownsville Veterans next week as well. There's a lot of big games in week 3. 2nd down play, Vikings run the ball, and that goes nowhere. Football came loose. They'll blow that play. No, Porter recovers. Fumble recovery for the Porter Cowboys. Defense makes the play. Minute 58 left in this ball game. Cowboys offense on the field after this.
If you just are looking to change careers or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here, Porter Cowboys run the football after the defense gets the turnover. Short yards gained on that first down play. 2nd and 9 coming up. Short gain on that play. Minute 34 left here in the ball game as the Cowboys break out of the huddle. 2 receivers either side of the field. Shotgun formation for Kevin Garcia. Swings a pass right side. That's going to be dropped incomplete. In the direction of Gabriel Gonzalez. Coverage over there by Hector Salazar. Also in the vicinity was Jonathan Perez. And Eric Barentis was over there as well. 3rd down play. Tomorrow night, right back here, 7:30 kickoff. Brownsville Lopez takes on Brownsville Veterans. Pass play. Garcia has time, gets the ball, and it's a completed pass, a leaping catch. Christopher Cardenas makes the catch for that one. Cardenas took a big hit but held on to the football. Watch this. That's a high delivery and bang, bang. Ball and defender at the same time. Another pass completed by Garcia, this time to the left side of the field. Manuel Sandoval on the catch. Again, this Cowboy team, which won last week, is showing some signs of some playmakers on this football field. Ending that long losing streak, get that out of the way, and now they move on. Competitive here tonight against the Pace Vikings. Pass play for Garcia. Tries to set up a screen, nothing doing. Gets hit and down he goes. In the backfield, Javier Garcia on the sack. Under a minute left. Timeout on the field. Pace on top by 20. Back after this.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times. Celebrating every triumph. And lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Porter Cowboys took a quick timeout. They want to draw up another play or two. With 56 seconds left here in this ball game, working on some things to use in games down the road. I'm certain of that. Are the Cowboys. Second down, about 19 yards to go on this play after that sack. Garcia looks to throw, delivers the ball downfield, incomplete. That was on the money. Cardenas just couldn't hang on. Stops the clock with 52 seconds left here in this game. And as is the case at Sam's Stadium, the crowd stuck around on both sides. I used to cover games down here on a regular basis, especially Saturdays when I would go live here from Channel 4 as the weekend sports anchor. I always knew you could have a crowd at your back if you wanted to have a good scene of fans that stick around for football games. Garcia this time delivers over the middle, incomplete. In the direction of Matthew Sandoval. And with 48 seconds to go, it's now fourth down for the Porter Cowboys, who have to take it inside the 20 to get a first down. Pace Vikings back here next week against Donna. That'll be another district game. And then in week 4, they're on the road at PSJA Southwest. Garcia looks to throw again. Has time this time, delivers it downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Sandoval knocks it down. Incomplete pass, turnover on downs. Vikings take over, 41 seconds to go. All they have to do is take a snap. We'll be back after this for that snap and wrap it up.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Pace Vikings take a snap, take a knee, and my friends, that will wrap it up as the Pace Vikings score the game's first 13 points and then score the game's last 14 points on their way to a 34-14 victory. They go to 1-1 on the season. The Porter Cowboys fall to 1-1 on the season, and that'll wrap it up as they count down the final seconds. They will not have to take another snap. Reminding you again, we've got games tomorrow, Brownsville Lopez and Brownsville Veterans right back here at this stadium. Yours truly will be at either Harlingen South or Los Fresnos. Probably going to be at Los Fresnos. We got games all over the place tomorrow. We also have games on Saturday. And don't forget volleyball action, as RealSportsLive.com is not all about football, although we cover a lot of football. We have volleyball and basketball. We're building up what you would not believe our coverage on basketball season. Porter Cowboys make their way out onto the field. Vikings will meet them at the midfield stripe. And again, hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Our thanks again to the Brownsville School District in the whole and to the KBSD ITV crew and the Porter AV Technology students for assisting us in our broadcast throughout this game. Final score here, 34-14. Vikings get the win. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling. So long.